Good morning, good morning, good morning, Meta. Hey, everybody. How are we today? How are we? It is a lovely Friday. Friday, January 13th, 2023 to be more specific. I did the thing again where I didn't sleep too well last night, which I feel like is becoming like almost like in the introduction script to this show. I think that's exactly what I said to start off the last episode. You know what? But this time I have somebody to blame. All right. Chris has been not streaming night streams lately. ChrisTombstone. He says he wants to do it more, but something tells me that he's not gonna do it for a while. He got on last night and he fully intended to get off at Tsunami at 2 a.m. Eastern. And like just an hour before that, they get into a chase with a monster truck boost. The HOA are doing it. And they catch them like with like 15 minutes until the tsunami. And it turned into a shootout, which the HOA lost. So while the PD are detaining them, they ended up having so many grenades and PD equipment and guns that they needed to spend the next like 4 hours drawing up search warrants, raids. They were charging people with like weapons trafficking, and it was just not looking good. And then things were just leading into more things. Like it looked like there was like a murder, and like there was like somebody had like body parts in their apartment. It was just turning into a whole thing. And he was just so cooked. He's not even streaming this morning. He's typically a morning streamer. He's usually live around the same time that we are for morning meta. And poor guy went to bed like a few hours ago. I saw him on Twitter. I guess his internet gave out right when he hit the 24-hour mark. Not for streaming, but for just being awake in general. I was like, poor guy. But I get it, man. I've had my fair share of just like just staying up for so long, and even when you're not streaming, man, staying up for 24 hours against what might seem like your own will. No, thank you. I'm good. But welcome to Morning Meta. It is our Friday edition of the show. We don't have an extreme amount of topics, but we have a pretty compelling topic that I cannot wait to talk about. One thing I do want to talk about is CodeMiko and Spaceboy. They did a stream yesterday. This isn't really news, but it's news, right? It's not drama, which I'm very happy to stay away from. So let me get it in my show notes here. CodeMiko and Spaceboy, they were doing a stream. They're doing an IRL stream for like the first hour because they were setting up Spaceboy in a full motion capture suit, and he was rigged to a model of James Randal. Check this out.
Hey, hello.
Oh, there's a house fucker.
Oh my God! Back away from. Oh my God! Back away from me.
Listen, you can kill him if you want.
Oh my God! I'm gonna kill you so.
Okay, you want to kill him?
Yeah, give gun to me. I will defend myself.
Gun? Okay, gun.
I will defend myself.
Here you go. Go kill him.
Back that ass up, you little pussy. You understand me, Sumi? I will defend myself. I am well within my rights to defend myself. Oh! Oh my God, you hurt me so good. Stop, please. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. You see this belly? You know how my belly stays so firm and functional?
Yeah.
I go to the burger. I eat a lot of Heartbreaker with cream.
Oh, wow.
Extra cheese. No lettuce. And a side of French with extra salt. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, you wetted me. Why are you wetting me? Why are you wetting me? Please. Why have you wetted me?
It was a great stream. So you see there's some bit rewards here. Over here on the left side, you got James Randall's balance and then chat's balance. So the whole thing was that for bits, the chat could do things that James amongst the list is spraying water, throw toes, throw burgers, burn James, run over James, just typical things that would happen at James Randall. I apologize for pausing on the nightmare fuel here. It's so when he would end up, when his health bar would reach 0, chat could spam Peepo Thief and they could steal like somewhere between like 10 cents and $1. And so this was chat's balance and this was James' balance. But James started off with negative $1 million. I don't know if that's what his balance is in game right now, but that's where he's at. It makes me wonder if I hired James for EMS for a day twice. I wonder if he's ever gone and gotten his paycheck from the vault, because those will help bump those up, I guess. Gosh. I'm gonna get out the Nopixel forums real quick. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Badass. There's some stuff I can't show you. I wonder if Han edited down on this. But I'll go ahead and show you guys anyways. I'll show you a screenshot real quick. So Nopixel is launching a classic server, a classic public server. So this is going to be a server running off of the 2.0 code. And as of yesterday at 2:21 p.m., posted by Jonathan, member of Nopixel staff, they're looking for volunteers for staff positions. So you can apply over there. And then I also saw what was expanded upon this morning in that section. If you scroll down in this on the front page of the forums, there's a whole other section called Nopixel GTA Classic Public Servers, and now there are EMS and LEO applications. What I can say that isn't groundbreaking that I got to see yesterday in some of the more private channels, was that what they said is that the faction whitelist is not going to transfer over. So if you are a cop or an EMS on whitelist, it is not going to transfer back to Nopixel Classic. It looks like the introductory opening of the server, those initial cops in EMS will have to have applied beforehand. I'm looking forward to this as somebody I was whitelisted back in 2018. Whitelisted back in 2018, but because the server was a much smaller server, but the queue was just as daunting, I missed out on a lot of it, and I kind of gave up on the queue, and I started diving headfirst into GTA Roleplaying 3.0, and that's pretty much where I've been active this whole time. I've been extremely active since then. So to bring back the 2.0 experience and the 2.0 systems, I'm very, very excited. Very excited. It's gonna be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. I play on the public servers as well. I play a cop over there. The public servers are fun because you get a different flavor of roleplay. It's a lot faster paced on the public servers. A lot different caliber of roleplay over there. Not that that's a bad thing. But the classic servers, I feel like that's gonna be great. I feel like that's gonna be a great time. I'm looking forward to that. I'm wondering if they're going to reduce the size of the server. I wonder if it's going to be the full 250 because it was never 2.0 was never 250. I'm not sure what the maximum player count was for 2.0 when it ended. But it'll be interesting, especially for a lot of people who played back in 2.0, with the higher player count, what that's going to look like. But management's aim with the classic server is gonna be a lot more straight and to the point level of policing. Just get there quickly and do the job and arrest them and move on. Not a lot of certs, not a lot of departments. You'll see a good chunk of people playing on it for a good while. I'm looking forward to it. As far as I know, it'll just be one server. I don't think they're going to do 2 servers like they did with public, but you never know. I could see it though. I definitely going to throw in my LEO application for sure. I'm wondering, I don't know a whole lot about 2.0. I've only seen like small clips on YouTube. So it'll almost be like a mechanical reset for me, which I feel like a lot of people need. I hope a lot of people check it out. People who did and who didn't play 2.0. I mean, from what it sounds like, it's just going to be a copy and paste of the old server. Right? Now, the map, however, I'm wondering if it's going to be the old map or if it's going to be the current one we have, because the current map that we have on the Nopixel whitelisted server also gets pushed to the public servers, to green and purple. So I wonder if I don't know much about how servers are run, right? Especially like modded servers like GTA. So I don't know if like they have the flexibility to have an older version of the map. But if they do, I think that'll be tons of fun for people, especially for people who do crime and who have a lot of these strategies to get away from the cops as they do now, with versions of the map with different levels of construction going on. I think it'll be interesting to see those people try out plans that work on whitelist that don't necessarily work on a different version of the map. That's what I've always liked about the dev team too. Nopixel is just the map changes that they've done. Like a lot of the construction changes where like you have the parts of the road that are worked on, the walls that are broken on the highways, or like some holes in like in balconies where like a car or like a dirt bike could fit through, get like as if like the construction's actually being done. Now, however, the giant construction site on Alta Street right across from the apartments on the cross section of Alta and Vespucci, would really love to see an actual building go up there. I don't think it's in the cards for the devs because I think that might be built into the route map, because there are certain objects in GTA that are props or objects that are placed on top of the map, and then there are things that are built on the base layer of the map that you cannot delete, right? So like I'm trying to think of like a building, for instance, like some buildings are just straight up built into the map. However, there have been exceptions, and this is something that like maybe I should maybe when we see a huge change in the map, maybe we should reach out to somebody who does map work in GTA, and maybe have a conversation with them one of these days. But like, because you have these like MRPD, like all the police departments, Davis PD, all these PDs have completely uprooted interiors and exteriors. I don't know if anybody in chat who plays on like Nopixel or who plays on a server with a different police department, I don't know if they've played GTA in anytime ever since they've been playing modded GTA, roleplay specifically. But going back to MRPD in GTA Online, I played it. I picked up the game again when they did the street racing update or the tuner shop update, whatever it was, where they added a bunch of races. I was just driving around in GTA Online, and it felt almost foreign to me. It felt like a different game almost entirely. Like you couldn't walk inside the banks, which I tried to do right off the bat to see how much money I had and send money to a friend. I passed by the police department, and I was like, what the hell is this? It looks like a parking lot for the most part. The building looks so much smaller. There's so many different things that, like, even things like because before I started playing on Grand Theft Auto Roleplay, I hadn't played GTA Online for a handful of years even before that. And so, like, it was really jarring when I jumped into GTA Online after playing on Nopixel for probably like a year and a half straight. And and like Nopixel like reshaped these memories that I had of Grand Theft Auto. It just felt so weird. And like the phones are so much older looking, and there's so much about it that's just so much more different. I don't know. It's an experience. If you play on any server that has like modified buildings, different construction, different textures that are even like on the server level, like go back and play GTA Online when when a big content update interests you specifically. Go check that out because it's so weird. Like driving up and down Sonora Road, if you know what I mean, it's like off of Route 68. You're leaving like Harmony, going back to the city, and you're passing by like the farm, like the ranch estate, and the street merges with Elgin, and like you pass by like it goes parallel with Los Santos Freeway. But the parts that are close to Route 68, where you're going through the forest in base GTA, that area is like a barren wasteland. It is crazy. Like the things that I just didn't even notice that were different from base GTA. The work that developers put in for people to play these maps, it'll blow me away every single time. It's the devs really push for a lot of good stuff. They push for a lot of things to make it feel different enough, a lot of things to support player immersion, and I'll always love that about playing these games. I'll always love that about roleplay. Me specifically, what's been going on is I've been thinking, I think I'm gonna finally submit that Wild RP application. It's just piqued my interest so many damn times. Like I know about Wild RP and Red M and all that. I just have never played it. Somebody chat might take away my gamer card here, but I've never played Red Dead. But I picked it up on the last Steam sale. I intend to play it, just whether or not I have time to play it. The only thing I've been really like ever since I started with my main character on Nopixel, since he started doing cadet stuff into PD, it's just been go and just with GTA. There's so much to learn. There's so much to learn, and it's almost daunting to play a cop character because it feels like you have a million different things to mess up, right? A million different things to mess up, but they're all such basic common sense things that it's really hard to. You could always mess up and play hardball and become a bit too much for the sake of roleplay, for the sake of storytelling. That's one thing. I just feel like mechanically I'm gonna just forget like a case law, and it's gonna come into play, and it's gonna be like, well, dude, you're out, goodbye. I'm like, oh no. We did have another topic. We had a role player go on a rant it's not really roleplay specific, but it did turn into her getting banned. All I'm gonna say on this about this is Viviana. I don't care what your personal opinions are on people and culture. And I don't care what you think is right and what people are ready to hear. When you cater to an audience, when you are a public figure, no matter what the size of your vocal reach is, nobody makes you the judge, jury, and executioner of your own opinion. Everybody has those days where chat, every streamer they do have these days where the chat, you might have already had a day and then someone in chat says the right thing that sets you off. Just ban them. This woman went on a rant that was, depending on how you see it, is borderline racist. I'm not gonna play it for the sake of YouTube being very YouTube in its ways. But the rant that she went on for about 2 minutes, talking about how because of the color of their skin, they have no personality. There will be no there's a million different little things, basically calling white people boring, which circles back. I mean, it circles back to so many different times on Twitch where it's like it's like an awkward elephant in the room. But I'm not here to be a public speaker on what is and what isn't racism. But it within 24 hours of that clip being posted, she was banned. I don't think I'll ever feel good talking about people getting banned on from GTA servers for controversial topics. I did touch on I omitted a pretty large ban on the Tuesday show. I don't, because like the last thing I want to do with Morning Meta is turn it into a drama show. I don't want to turn into a half-hour morning show about the latest drama. Here's who's yelling at who. Here's who called XYZ and the other out. That's just not for me. That type of content never interested me, so I especially wouldn't have any interest in making that kind of content. It's not because I'm afraid I'm going to step on anybody's toes. It's just because it physically bores me. Especially like I've been using Twitch for over 10 years, streaming on it for almost 10 years. Like drama was awesome when I was like 18. Drama was so cool. Drama was awesome when I was a young adult, and I was like, ooh, somebody's mad. Well, I'm gonna be 28 this year, man. Who cares? Who cares? I can't be bothered anymore, man. I can't be bothered with drama anymore. And I was never one to seek out drama, and I always, I always understood the fact, like, listen, if you get roped into drama against people and it's quote unquote healthy and manageable to scoop yourself out of said drama, you can profit off of that for viewership. Who would want to build an audience over that? Why would I want to publicly shove skeletons into my closet for a career? And that's ultimately what happens here, right? When these people they do these things, they say these things, they say these things in confidence to their friends, they say these things in DMs, they say these things to their chat. All you're doing is adding another skeleton to the closet. But the problem is that when you shove things into a confined space behind an openable door, a latchable door, eventually when you open up the door, you're going to have too many in there and they're all going to fall out. And the worst part about it is nobody knows when that's going to happen. The best that we can do as human beings, the best that we can do as a society, is to stop putting skeletons in your goddamn closet. Stupid. What's the point? Who are you saving? Who are you building up by doing that? All you're doing is losing space to hang up your coats and fold all your clothes and put them away. Which I guess would be a metaphor, is that you're losing space to tuck away the fine things and the aspects of your life that you need to keep private. That's also what happens, right? The drama comes out. So-and-so said this. Oh my God. Now the internet and the people who were there to tear you down from day one, they're going back and they are spending hours scrolling through your tweets and your replies, every Reddit post that you've ever made, every Instagram. They found your personal Facebook. Not only do they know where you live, they know everything you've ever posted, even way back when you were in middle school, when you made that Facebook account and you said these things that you didn't know were wrong. But because you're an adult now, it's somehow upon you to go back 14 years on a website and delete those things or publicly apologize for those things. And it's look at what I'm doing. I'm going to take a pause for a second. Look at what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly what I said I didn't want to do. I don't like talking about drama because then it goes down a rabbit hole. It almost seems conspiratorial. Listen. If you don't have skeletons in your closet, or you don't have as many skeletons in your closet as some people who actively seek out these situations in which they need to stuff said closet with said skeletons, your life will be easier. With that said, nobody is perfect. That is just the human nature. But also with that said, when you play a public figure on the internet and you put yourself out there, and take it from me, who's been putting themselves in front of a camera for the past 10 years online, you need to realize that there are aspects of your life that you need to keep private. And with privacy comes separation and peace of mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an episode of Morning Meta. I'm looking forward to the Nopixel Classic servers. I can't wait. I'm going to be sending in my application for law enforcement officer over there, because that sounds like a darn good time. And yeah, that sounds great. And that'll probably be the things I need to do, and chat will probably hold me to it and be able to, on Tuesday or throughout any of my streams this week, try and send in the application, get my application sent in for law enforcement officer on Nopixel Classic, and then also maybe finally send that Wild RP application. As for me, the attempt to stream tonight is a go. It's a night where I need to play Tommy outside of government jobs, so I need to try and get in off duty. But yeah, have yourselves a great rest of your morning or afternoon or evening, whenever you're listening to this, wherever you're listening to this. And I will see you all for Tuesday. See you all Tuesday for episode number 4. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, dropping a link in the chat, and I will see you then. Have yourselves a great rest of your night or day. One of the two.